Okay folks, I found this at work near the out the front of the entrance. I don't know where it came from exactly. It looks like just an offcut of metal of some descript. Let's see if we can make this one turn up a treat. Nerds will inherit the copier world. Yes, they will, folks. Okay, let's see what we have here. It is, as I said, it's a piece of metal, some descript, some kind of grill, some kind of grill type metal. See if we can make this one turn up a treat. Just going to put it in the corner like so. Going to put a dock feeder sheet of paper behind it. Maybe drop the dock on it. Yeah, looks interesting. A little bit crooked, I've got it. Looks a bit boring. Looks a bit wishy-washy. I'm going to drop the colours out of this one. Leave the black. Yeah, that looks even more real life than the coloured version. So this is the coloured version, and this is our black and white version in colour, but without the colour. So we're going to utilise that. Forgot about that. Yeah, that's come up looking really quite interesting. I think we could utilise that. Maybe enlarge it a bit, more on the vertical. User interface can drive me nuts. This fucking oh, sorry, I wasn't meant to do that. I wasn't meant to be rough. But this user interface drives me nuts. It's just shit. The company that built this photocopier, Konica Minolta, ought to hang their heads in shame. They don't know how to build anything decent. They just care about money, and it shows in their workmanship. And I really have no respect for them and no respect for the whole industry. I grind axes against heaps of industries, and the photocopier industry is the one that I really like to grind hard, because they just care about money, and I really find that makes me angry, because I could build a photocopier better than this shit. I'm sure I could if given the chance, but I know that even if I wasn't disabled and I tried to enter the photocopier industry and try to work my way to the top, I'd be given a glass ceiling. I wouldn't go very far, not just because I'm a female, but because people who are smart, people who care about the industry, the people who I call toner heads. Toner head is basically another word for a photocopier nerd or geek, and most toner heads don't have any say in anything that goes on in the industry, and it shows in the workmanship. And the man behind Konica Minolta, Shai Yamana, ought to hang his head in shame, because he makes shit. These machines don't last as long. They're made out of too much plastic. These bitches in the industry just don't care, and that's come up looking a treat. So I'm trying to, I've got a big dream of redesigning the photocopier, and one of the things I'd like to do would be to minimise plastics used in the hardware, and the hardware's got to last 60 years, not 5 years, and the software is what has to change, not the hardware, the software. We've got to create software that uses the power of AI to make all the adjustments so that people can have the features they need to make a really nice, have control over the adjustments, and without the complexity, without being bogged down in trying to learn how the features work and what they do. Have an AI that does all the hard work, because AI has come a long way in recent times, and people it's become a new exciting buzzword for everyone, and it's got to be utilised here, because I think a photocopier makes a really good use for AI, especially AI that you could call it weak AI instead of strong AI, which is what people are trying to design, that has feelings and that. Well, this won't. So you don't have to worry about your photocopying revolting against you as a human user. But basically, the hardware's got to last. It's got to be, the materials to build the hardware's got to be sourced from sustainable stuff, like recycled materials. We got to clean up the e-waste dumps of the world, like in places like China and India, with a view of getting the land and the waterways drinkable, the water drinkable, and the land's able to sustain non-toxic crops. That the toxicity of the soil could somehow be taken away, and that people can have clean and green crops again. And basically, and the software's got to be like, you can have customizable software, like you can buy these apps like from your phone, like phone apps, and you can download them, and this is really bad. The features we have here have been here for at least 10 years or more. It's what's called legacy software, and all they've done here is just change the fucking functionality, and they've made a shit job of it. I really hate this flick and drag shit. It's supposed to imitate a mobile phone. That was what I read it was all about. But it's shit. It bloody drives me nuts. fucking hate this shit. I prefer the old tabs or the old C353 or what they used to call the info line machines. They were better. And this is shit. I keep bumping these buttons all the time. I'm really over this industry. And I'm trying to make a difference here. I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news, to get in touch with a partner called Luigi who can make this dream come true, and that we can both work on it together. And I want to be a philanthropist, folks. I want to give most of my money away and I'll still have a good amount to live off. But I'm not going to be greedy, folks. I really want to make a difference, folks, to the world through the redesigning of this equipment. And we're going to, let's see how we go with this. Anyway, that's come up looking really quite interesting. I think we can now call this demo quits.